let's continue in detail. The sprinkler system. The sprinkler system is mostly used in places where there is uneven land and where water is less. Perpendicular pipes have rotating nozzles on top, as you can see in the picture, sprinkled on the top as if it is raining. So water is we are talking about water over here, which is very obvious. Sprinklers are very useful for lawns, coffee plantations and several other crops. When you must have gone for a wedding on a lawn or any other function, you must have seen some sprinklers like these shown in the picture. So you can observe them next time you go there. And sometimes it is also used wherein the whole plant needs water and not just the roots.
Talking of the roots, there we come to the drip irrigation system. So water here falls drop by drop, pointed or aimed directly near the roots, watering fruit plants, gardens and trees. In such a case, there is no wastage of water. And as you can see in the picture, there is a small pipe with a tiny hole which is called as the drip. That's where the water drips from.
We will talk about weeds now and weeding and then weedicides. So first, let's see what weeds are.
These are small saplings which come up on their own because the farms are in the open. They are harmful as they end up consuming all the food which is meant for the plants, essentially nutrients and water. And this leads to harm in crop production. In the picture, you can also see weeds which have come out of bricks.
Just because the bricks are in open. Weeding. Weeding is the process in which the removal of weeds happens. Tilling before sowing of crops helps in uprooting and killing of weeds. The best time for the removal of weeds is before they produce flowers and seeds, because then they get very strong. And manually it can be done by khurpi or seed drill, or we can also call it as sickle in English.
Weedicides. These are sprayed in the fields just like insecticides and pesticides, only to kill the weeds. They are diluted with water to the extent that the farmers want, and then they are sprayed. This results in the weeds being killed.
But it does not harm the plants. Protection from weedicides. Weedicides have a harmful effect on the farmer's health, and that is why, as shown in the picture, the farmer has to cover his nose and mouth in order to spray. Harvesting. The cutting of crop after it is mature is called harvesting. Crops are pulled out or cut close to the ground. It can also be done by a harvester, as you can see in the picture.
Post the harvesting, then comes threshing, which is separation of the grain seeds from the chaff. Farmers can do it manually, as you see here, or there are dedicated automated machines as well.
Combine is such a machine which can help in threshing as well as harvesting. One combine doesn't cost less than 15 lakhs, so it is much more expensive compared to the normal machines.
But imagine the amount of work saved, especially if it's a large farmland.
Harvest festivals. These festivals are celebrated when the crop is harvested and threshed and sold, and that is the time when all the farmers want to relax. Special festivals associated with the harvest are Pongal, Baisakhi, Holi, Diwali, Nabanya and Bihu. We will continue afterwards in